Alright, we're just getting to the park again, the second time at this park. We've got a truck. A few people here. And I saw another dog walking earlier, so we might run into, hey, stop, run into a dog. Now, I brought a head halter to put on him. We practiced with it yesterday, and I realized that piece of it was missing, so I can't use it today. But that was my plan, was to use the head halter, because he's so strong that it just gives you a whole lot more control. He just was repeatedly shaking. He's just shaking off the stress and excitement. He's also got a harness on today. I buckled him in to the seat belt with that little hook there in the back. Okay, listen. Hey, we're not starting off the walk like this. All right, good job. Stop. We're not pulling. So we were here yesterday. He ought to be, or the day before yesterday. He ought to be a little calmer today here because he's been here before. So I'm going to be a little bit more strict with how I handle him today. He's not going to get to pull me like that. You ain't going to pull me like that. So I'm giving him a mild correction by just repeatedly stopping and waiting for him to give me a little slack in the leash. I'm waiting for him to back up, do something, gives me some slack, turn his head a little bit more, whatever he's going to do. When that collar is tight, we're not going. Now, I do see the dog coming, so I'm hoping he's on the leash. He didn't appear to be when I saw him earlier. There we go, slacken the leash, we walk forward. Now I'm going to give him one or two more chances. I've already had about 3 or 4. Alright, calm down. Before I'm going to start using a moderate correction, which means I'll just turn the other way and walk back. Okay. Turn the other way. Walk back a few steps. Turn back around. Remind him we're doing leash leadership. He sees a squirrel. Hey, don't worry about the squirrel. You worry about me. There you go. Good job, bud. Now I'm trying to video and train. Something gets sacrificed. So my timing is usually off. And or the videos are not going to be that great, but this is about the squirrel he sees over there in the grass. Hey, stop it. You don't get to chase a squirrel unless I say you can chase a squirrel. You've got to have complete authority with him. If you don't, he will not respect you, and he thinks that his way is the way. There we go. The squirrel's still there. There's some little nervy squirrels in this park. I can't get the camera to go closer with one hand, but I don't know if you can see him or not. But the squirrel's not really making any effort to move. All right, put this back over here. There we go. Stop. Another big correction. He is so strong. Even my big corrections for him are not as big as I want them to be. That's why I really want to go to the head halter to have a little bit more control. So for sure, the next time we go for an outing, I will make sure to have it on him. It's been about maybe a minute or so since the last video ended. He's doing much better. He got past the squirrel. He kind of got himself pulled together. I put the leash right up behind his ears because that's going to give me under the collar because that's going to give me the easiest control. And I like the way he's walking now. Much more relaxed. Alright, so we're walking along. This little dog is coming here. Thank goodness he is on a leash. Right now they're probably about that far from us. Jet just now has noticed him. Good job, bud. Oh, I See, I'm videoing sideways. All right, good boy. And then they're probably at least half that far away. He did great. He just perked up a little bit. And that's all he did. I did bump him in the shoulder with my leg. And that made him stop perking up. And we just walked by with no incident. And maybe dogs are no issue for him anyway. But it's the first one we met out in public. So I just wanted to be on the safe side and make sure we have plenty of space between us. Alright, so I'm giving him a little free time. It's probably again been another minute or so since the last video ended. Giving him some free time because he's walking so nicely. And as long as he's not pulling me hard, I'll let him have free time for a couple of minutes. But if he goes to pulling me, he's going to lose his free time. But right now, I think he's being very nice. We passed by a lady. I didn't catch it on video. I wasn't sure how he was going to be, but he was fine. I just had him sit to the side. And he was fine. So we are heading back to the truck. He's wanting to pull me a little bit, so I'm going to give him a little sideways pull and tell him to stop it. And if he continues to do it, I'll put him back on the short leash. The long leash is earned with good behavior. Good job, buddy. Alright, I just want to show you how he's buckled in. So the seatbelt strap here. I've got two put together because he's a larger dog. I'd give him a little bit more room. But that way, if I have an accident, he won't go through the windshield. If we have a rollover, he won't hit me in the head and break my neck. If I need to get out of the vehicle and he can't like slip out before me. And it's just a good idea to have him strapped in. I'm going to give him a drink of water now.